morning, Tracy. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks, Jeff. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, for those of you that are watching this video, I am interviewing Tracey Wagner, one of our loan officers. Tracy lives and works out of our Florida location, and I just wanted to get some insight from Tracy. She's been here for less than a year. She came over from a retail bank. We just want to get some insight on, some of the reasons that she moved, why she chose Ideal, and we'll just dig into it. Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Right, great. So, without disclosing the company that you actually moved over from, give me a little insight on why you decided to change companies and why you selected Ideal.
So I was at a retail bank and I always just felt like mortgage kind of was not a high focus for them. And so I always just felt like I wasn't always able to get assistance when I needed it. And it wasn't like the main focus of their growth. Their growth was obviously through deposits and things like that. So it just didn't feel like the right fit for me, where I really wanted it to be mortgage focused. And then I started doing some research, and I had researched into a couple hybrid companies where they have broker and lender options. And it just worked out perfectly that I talked to one of your guys's managers at the time, and I felt really comfortable with him. So that was one of the main reasons I started looking into Ideal.
Okay, awesome. We're glad you joined us, obviously.
Yeah,
Before
thanks.
you, actually, what is the biggest difference that you feel between what you were experiencing previously and what you're experiencing now with Ideal?
Oh, so the biggest difference for me is communication. It has been just 100% outstanding for me, the communication between myself and the management. And if I have a problem or I need help, I know that I can reach out and somebody is going to get back to me really quickly. I'm not waiting 24 hours or 48 hours for an answer. I'm getting a call back in 10 or 15 minutes, sometimes immediately. Sometimes you guys answer the phone immediately. So for me, that's really important because a lot of times in this environment, people are not patient. And if you can't answer that question for them and get them what they need, they're
I
going to
think
move
that's I think
on.
that's both agents and clients alike.
Yes, absolutely. I think everybody just, life is busy and it moves fast and they want an answer and they want it quickly. And I feel like I've been able to get that over here, that extra support.
Okay, awesome. And what would you say the biggest difference in your business has been since you've moved over? Have you noticed
So
any specific changes to your business and what you think you're going to experience moving forward?
yeah, absolutely. So I noticed immediately after the change that I was able to give my clients, better pricing. I was able to, you know, just feel more open in communicating with them. If I had a question or they had a question, I'm like, yeah, I can totally find that out for you and feel confident in that I really truly could find it out and I wasn't going to be waiting 24, 48 hours for that answer. I have seen an uptick in my business since coming over, and I do feel like that my referrals have improved since coming over. The client satisfaction feels, like they're happier. So overall, I feel like I'm going to get more referrals in the long run because I was able to better provide service to my clients.
For
So
sure.
my goal, after this first year, obviously, is to expand and grow. And I do feel like that is definitely in the cards for me here.
Well, that's awesome. And obviously we've seen your production pick up. I feel the same way for you. I feel like you're going to get more deals, not just because business is getting better and more loans are coming in, but being able to show that quick turn time and efficient communication is key. As far as support is concerned, how do you feel about your operational support, your loan officer assistant, processing team, funding team? How have you felt with your team at Ideal versus what you experienced previously?
So I have to be honest, I loved my processor previously. Her and I had a really great relationship. But she wasn't the problem. So that's how, I felt about that. But coming over here, everybody has been super welcoming. Everybody is on top of their files. I feel confident in, being able to communicate with my LOs, my processors, and know that they 100% know what they're doing and I can trust them. So I felt that pretty much from the very beginning after having just chatted with them, having, a conversation about this is how I communicate and this is how they communicate and what we want back from each other. So I feel like that's been really good and productive here. So
Okay,
so far I
awesome.
have not experienced any problems.
Great. And
Yeah.
as far as loan officers out there that are thinking about making a change, maybe they're not happy with their support or they're not happy with their pricing and their rates and their compensation, what would you say to a loan officer that feels stuck at their current company and is thinking about making a change?
I mean, do your research, but and talk to you guys. I mean, you guys were very clear in how this works and how we're compensated, and it was a very easy decision once I talked to you guys because I felt so comfortable with the process and that I knew that coming over, even though um, retail and this are completely different, that I would be supported in any area that I need. I mean, I've been here almost a year. If I need help with a rate lock, I call you. If if I have a broker deal that I'm not real familiar with the broker website, I can call you guys or I can call the reps directly and I have a direct link to get help in navigating through that system. So I don't feel like there's any lack of reason for not joining this team. I mean, it's been fabulous so far. I mean, do your research, look into it, and I don't think you'll find. I mean, I feel like you found your home, kind of where you fit, and that's kind of how I feel here.
Well, we love hearing that, obviously, and that's one of the reasons we want to talk to you because I know you've just started thriving. And that would be my next question to you is, you know other loan officers, companies that you've dealt with in the past, and what type of loan officer do you think will thrive in this environment?
I mean, I do think that people that care about their clients and care about their files are going to obviously do the best. I think what you guys have set up for us here is as long as we as loan officers put together a really solid file at the beginning, then we can trust our team on the back end to carry it through. And I mean, we're still involved, but we're not having to babysit that file. So I feel like being organized, being thorough up front, and making sure you're taking a great application and communicating with your clients is the most important thing. So I mean, any loan officer that can do that is gonna really excel here.
It's funny. I think that type of loan officer will excel. You have to be that type of loan officer to excel anywhere. You're not going to be able to do
True.
$4 or $5 million a month in production and not be able to communicate with your clients and partners. So,
It's true.
you've been great about that. And yeah, I think that's a wonderful, wonderful answer. Okay, last question for you. If you could sum up in one sentence your experience or your feeling about Ideal Mortgage, what would it be?
Man, just the one sentence is like, let's just say it's more like a coming home than a work relationship. It feels very comfortable and I feel very confident here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tracy. We appreciate the compliments. Thank you so much for taking the time to have this discussion with me, and
Absolutely.
have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you so much. Anytime you guys need me, I'm here.
Sounds good. Talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.